Gentle reminder that you are my friend and you are a yummy pineapple. I want to tell you a story. You know, back down here, I was partying. It was actually at a festival, EDM festival. I think it was Hardwell. I was talking to a girl. She was a bit too close. And I said, "Excuse me, darling. Have you seen those long-term interest rates? They're a bit too low." Of course, she did not know how to answer me because she has no idea what the 30-year bond is doing. Long-term interest rates, friends, have taken a turn. Interest rates are very high, but I think it's psyops. Why? The economy can't even handle it. In 2021, something happened. People disrespected Fiat like they've never disrespected it before. People were buying dog coins. People were buying JPEGs. People were going on TV. And when you have clean-shaven little twink boys from the stock market world saying, "Oh my God, have you seen the US debt and the printing of the currency?" When they start talking about that, it's too late. It's game over. That is meant to be a secret for the insiders. They print currency. We are meant to follow the whales. Follow the big fat whales with their 3 chins. They put their savings away in stocks, in commodities, and now obviously in crypto because we are going to be the future. And the currency keeps getting printed away in the background. But the game doesn't work when everybody knows about it. It's a zero-sum game in the short term. It's a zero-sum game actually in the long term, friends. That's why we need more people to come into the system. This is the system. All right, at the end, we have baby boomers dying. We have to get new people born into the system. Or you also immigrate. You bring immigration. This is what every country is doing. You also get plus 1% human capital efficiency every year. All of this ties into that long-term interest rate because we're constantly printing money to fund all the debt spending. But those interest rates is the market price for what they think they should be paid to hold your fiat poop. Now, as you can see on this chart here, this long-term chart's almost 5%. Oh my gosh, it is 5%. Wow. Now, remember, when I was at the EDM dance festival, I'm pretty sure it was Hardwell, friends. We were cranking out Hardwell. I think it was playing the main set. All right, now, the long-term rates back then, like, they were really low. Like, this is 30 years. Like, even though the rates back then were like 0, these things were like 2 to 3%. No one could make any yield. But there was a big story playing on in the background. So that's why you have to take a seat back, friends. Keep your back straight and put your fluffy slippers on and just ask yourself this question. Will interest rates, are they going to keep going up to bankrupt the USA? And I'm just going to tell you now, probably not. Probably not. I've grown up and I've seen the same things from Warren Buffett and all the other greatest, Charlie Munted. Yes, all of them, they say the same things. They go, "Look, man, there's a bear cycle that comes, and the people who think that the bear cycle lasts forever, they suck. They're not around long enough to brag about it." And they're right. So even though it looks pretty bad, I don't think it's going to play out like this, which means our crypto bags are going to pump. This directly means even with high interest rates, the bags will pump. Their doomsday scenarios never play out. They start to play out, then they print currency, they fix it up, they do this, we patch it around, we eventually process it with time. Instead, what I think is going to happen, actually draw it here. Let's zoom in back to the picture just to show you. What I think is going to happen is we're going to see this sideways movement. See, I'm trying to predict the psyops before the psyops plays out because this can't keep going up. This keeps going up and it's finished. It's game over. Literally everyone's bankrupt. Everything's bankrupt. Not going to happen. It's impossible. There's going to be a war before that happens. Just to let you know, okay, if you owed somebody $1 billion, you could try to pay them $1 billion, but you could also just get your water pistol and just squirt them to death. You could do that. That's one way to get rid of your debt. That's why they play out war, by the way. They always do this, all right, in history. So that doomsday scenario, friends, we're probably going to find the doomsday scenario, people, be half right, but then it stops. And then we like recover. And then it comes again, and then it stops. And we get just a range motion. We get this, that's why we get these ranges, okay? These people bearish the bottoms, bullish at the tops, bearish on the bottoms, bullish at the tops. That's why it's a good thing we're in crypto, because we're so new, so young, and we met Cath's law. We know we're onboarding a lot of people. We can actually make higher lows and higher bases while the stock market's ranging. We're praying. We don't know. We're praying. By the way, not financial advice. Go speak to your financial advisor. Go buy some bonds. Go buy the poopy fiat. Don't touch crypto if you're too scared. So we're probably going to see them do this range scamming, and they'll do underground printing to reset the debt. They've done this before in World War II. That's how they reset the debt. The only thing they have in the playbook. So this is the fundamental basis. We're going to pump some music, by the way, just to let you know. We're going to pump the freaking music, friends. Cathie Wood. This sexy gilf right here. Cathie, she's a bit of a bull. You could say she knows how to ride one. All right. Cathie Wood, with the spelling, by the way, has a base case of Bitcoin to be $682,000 by 2030. Now, when I was a young little pup and I was playing in the forest with the squirrels and in the pond with the ducks, I would take their base case at face value. But now I've got too many scars. Now we've seen too many things, friends. Okay? We've drank room temperature water way too many times. We know how this story plays out. You got to divide them by 3. All right. Now, I promise you, in most cases, it's either divide by 3 or divide by 10. Like, I mean, you can even think, I mean, it's unspeakable for me. Do you really want us to think? Imagine dividing $682,000 by 10. And Bitcoin's only $68,000 by 2030. I mean, it's game over by that point. It's freaking game over. I hope that doesn't happen. That's why I'm hoping, all right, divide by 3. It gives us $230,000 Bitcoin in 2030. Now, you're probably wondering, why is it this? Like, who came up with this number? I'm just telling you, I have anecdotal evidence. I saw all the forecasts, all the surveys. I know how the insiders scam and they work. I know what it takes to get people motivated to click the buy button. And you already know this. The minimum that a retailer will come and gamble is for a 2x. Double my money. Quick double. Bang. They'll come at the very end. So that's why a final 2 to 3x. So what I mean by that is you can actually take this as a base case. You go, well, think about this, friends. Just think about this. Who's going to be buying, on average, if she represents the collective average market, who's going to be buying Bitcoin at $230,000? Well, it's people who believe in $682,000, which is 3x higher. Do you get the point? That's where the insiders are selling. Tough game, isn't it? You already know this, friends. You already know this. So I think $230,000 is actually pretty cool. I think it's pretty fair to me. I think we all make it. Yeah, it's about 7 years from now, 2 cycles. I can see that happening. Now, this is the actual case posted by Natalie, friend of the channel. Not really. Bitcoin Maxi probably has me blocked. But there's 3 cases here, friends. There's a bear case, a base case, and a bullish case. Her bear case is 258K. This is for Cathie Wood, by the way. It's just posted by Nat. Now, 258K for the bear case. The base is $682,000 and then 1.48 million for the bullish case. So yes, I want that bullish case too, don't we all? But man, that's a big number, man. Like, just think about that. Because of the liquidity bonding and all the ratios, friends, a $1.48 million Bitcoin is $148,000 Ethereum minimum. Okay, that's without a flippening. If you give it a flippening, it's about $250,000. Wow, that's crazy. Is it going to happen? I don't know, man. I don't think so, friends. I know you're looking at the rate that Ethereum is innovating, and you're looking at the rate at which the gas fee things are being implemented. Do you see a $100,000 ETH coming? Man, I hope. But look, I'm going to tell you something right now. Okay, I'll just tell you right now. GCR, friend of the channel, GCR, who we all love and adore, the Grim Reaper, his long-term Ethereum case is 10K. Long-term. When I heard that, I was like, oh, man. Ah, man, I really wish it was 40K, 50K. I hope it happens, by the way. I really hope it happens. It's better that we get everybody's expectations lower so people can get bearish too early, and then we can get some marginal leverage pump on the way up. Mr. Compounding Means saying $1 million Bitcoin will be $1,000 hex. I love you, by the way, Mr. Leak Juck. Yes, I appreciate these. I would make everybody think twice about trying to sit in a blue chip because, you see, what do you think's more likely? You think a blue chip is really going to go this parabolic? Like, you're already seeing evidence of the past 14 years. Every time the blue chip goes up and stops, people go straight for the altcoins. So, like, you're indirectly saying that we've blown the roof off. This is crazy, friends. This is... Look, just to let you know, like, look at these numbers. Like, a $1.48 million Bitcoin, that is 30 trillion Bitcoin. All right? So, if Ethereum is roughly the same... You have 30 trillion Ethereum. Oh, man. Like, come on, friends. And then you have 30 trillion in altcoins. Like, just to let you know, all right, baby dolls, the world stock market is 120 trillion right now. So her bullish case is a $90 trillion crypto market, all right? So that's why I'm grounding it down now. 90 trillion. Like, the world stock market is about 120 right now. The world. Do you want to know America? America's like, I think, 25 or 40 trillion. Isn't that crazy? Let's give it like 35 trillion. So is crypto going to be 3 times America in 7 years? Look, man, I know. Cathie Wood, favorite gilf. Yes, I understand that, friends. I know glasses can change a girl's look. We understand this, but I just don't see that world in 7 years, man. I want to. But come on, man. By the way, the stock market would have doubled in that time, just to let you know. So the world stock market might be like 240 trillion in that time, and US might be 70 trillion. But still, man, look, we're bigger than them. Come on, man. Like, it's just hard for me to see. It's hard for me to see US's wealth buys our bags on Uniswap. Like, you know, like, it's just funny. Like, it's literally USA's wealth. We got to think about that. So, you know, that's why, look, if her case is 90 trillion, oh, man, maybe go down to, like, divided by 3. Maybe it's 30 trillion, friends. And then maybe US, and maybe the world stock market is 200 trillion. I can see that. See, we are 1/6 of the world stock market in valuation. I can see that in 7 years. You know, we ruled assets, Chainlink, onboarding, smart contracts. You have a lot of stable coins, people tokenizing their houses, all this. We can see this happening. By the way, that is not a big bullish case. That's much lower. So, you know, I'm just trying to ground us here. Because, of course, we're all waiting for the halvening. The Bitcoin Satoshi Vision halvening. We're going to pump up, friends. Oh, I love this. I love you so much. Okay. BSV people, just to let you know, they're still around. They comment on my Twitteroonies. They comment on my YouTube. I love you guys. You're all freaks in a good way. Friends, these guys, they're really conspiratorial. Like, they put us all on show. Every BSV person I'll find, by the way, they can write an essay and a half and they can take you down this rabbit hole and you're just like, oh, wow. You guys have lost the plot. I love you so much. I really do love you so much. So the halvenings are around the same time. There are important dates coming. April 2024. Just to remind you, if you are new, please, you like, subscribe, you belly button all, you shock that algorithm. I'm just going to remind you. Traditionally, you go to the Bitcoin halvening. Now, this is a fake date. It's not 20th of May. The Bitcoin halvening date is around April 2024, okay? Every single cycle, 3 out of 3 times. I'm not saying it's going to be the same time again. I'm just saying 3 out of 3 times, the time to exit altcoins was 12 months after the Bitcoin halvening. Maybe April 2025, me and you are going to have to take a long, hard look at ourselves, friends. And we're really going to have to go back to me and that girl at Hardwell concert and discuss those long-term interest rate bonds once again. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and dad we do love and appreciate them. We're going to have some banana ice cream later on. Catch you in the next one.